Hey guys, it's K-Life here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna explore. We're gonna unpack some new things I got. Here's a new 3D printer, a Chinese 3D printer, the CR-10S. I haven't unboxed it, so I'm really excited yet. Now, here are some other things. I'm not exactly sure what's in here, but we're gonna open them right now. So let's do that. Let's start with these little packages. I'm just gonna puncture right through them. Okay, by the way, I've got no idea what I'm doing here. I was randomly opening it. Oh, that doesn't look like it was supposed to be in there, but forget about that. Oh, okay. Oh, this doesn't look like it was supposed to be in there either. Oh, well, that's bizarre, but we'll just keep unboxing, and eventually we're probably gonna get to the proper stuff. Okay, here's a box that's better start. Oh, it's 2 boxes actually. Okay, I have this. Oh, it's this 3D printer filaments. That's one thing. I have this one too. Okay, 2 3D printer filaments. Let's see what's inside. Okay, vacuum sealed. This is a kilogram of gray filament. That's a good. We can leave that there. Okay, this stuff I'll put down there too. Okay, that's great, and now here we have this package. I'm not sure what they have in here. Okay. Okay, this is a kilogram of PLA. Sorry, this is also PLA black filament. I hope you can see that. That goes there too. Okay, that one won't need it. Now we're gonna start with this. I'm not exactly sure what's in here either. Okay, that's both filaments. I'm guessing this is too, but I'm not sure. Cut it open again. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see something, but if you can't, well, that sucks. I'm not exactly sure what this would be. I'm just opening. This might not even have to do with 3D printers. If it doesn't, then I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, so it looks like it does. 200 grams, 4-pack of film. Good. Okay, this is also the same stuff. I'm not sure what's in here either, but it's filament, so that's good. There we go. Okay. Here. 1 roll of white. This is, I don't know how much, 200 grams. 1 roll of red. 1 roll of yellow. And 1 roll of blue. Okay, so obviously means we don't have to do 3D printers here. Okay, now I'm gonna open this box here. I think I already mentioned we're doing 3D printers here, but I'm just clarifying with you guys. Use keys to open this because that's classic. Oops. Ooh, oh, come on. Okay, I just might use scissors instead. now I'm actually getting some luck. Here we are. There we go. Alright. Put that there. Okay, sweet. I've never unpackaged this. Oh, I might be doing it from the wrong side. Great. Try the other side. Oops, wrong way. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, this seems more like it. A lot easier to open. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So, I got that out of the way. Now, we're going to have to unpackage this. I've never actually gotten a 3D printer. So this is, you know, this is my very first 3D printer. I'm just going to move the filaments because there's not actually enough room here to build everything. I'm going to put them over here. There you go. Right, that's better. Those two. Over here. Okay. Okay, here we have it. This is part of it. I have to move the box on the floor for the next one. Actually, it's better if I pull it out first. This one has everything else in it. And by the way, this printer is 90% pre-built. Just so you know. Man, this is heavy. Okay, maybe I have to pull the box over it. parts out. I don't care. Okay, now we've done most of it, but you got, since I said it's 90% pre-built, I'm just gonna unpackage most of this since there's still lots of foams. Like I said, it's 90% pre-built, but then we still have to build part of it, right? So here are the parts that I'm gonna have to build. This looks really nice already. I'm really happy they packaged it like this. This is great packaging. Oh yeah, there might be something here too. Oh yeah, and a roll of tape. Oh, that's great. But here's the parts we'll actually need. So I'm gonna start unbox. I'm gonna unbox these right now. Put them on top here. I'm assuming it has some stuff in it. Okay, I'm really excited to open this. Like I said, I've never unboxed a 3D printer before. And I might actually not know what they have in here. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna start opening the actual package. So, here it is. Okay, now when I open it, I see a PDF V-tube, a spare PDF V-tube. So that's one thing. I will be putting my parts. Oops, right over. I'll be putting them here. Okay, what do I have next? A few parts you actually need to install. Tools, all necessary tools and components. Sketchy build instructions. Okay. Quick start guide. Okay, cool. Some sort of manuals, warranty card. Okay. A lovely print removal tool. The cable to connect to your computer. Spool holder. Parts of it. This is the other part of the spool holder. Some a proper US power plug, even though I'm in Canada. Fancy decorations. They go to decorate the printer. SD card for offline printing. Spare parts. The filament runout detection. That's the update with the CR-10S. Oh, another roll of white PLA. Great. I'll put that here. I don't know how much is in there, but it's just. And I don't know what. I think this is a. Oh yeah, this is a brush for the nozzle. So a nozzle cleaning device. That's great. And the empty box. Okay, let's get started. So I'm gonna look at the quick start guide. And yeah, the manual here isn't great. It's really hard to read. So I'm gonna get a computer. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, now we're gonna have a look at the SD card. Okay? First step is to take out all the parts. And just make sure they're okay. So I'm gonna do that right now. Right now, I'm gonna remove it. Just so you know, the packaging is excellent. I've never seen somebody package something so good. Except this is the first time I've ordered a 3D printer, but I can only compare it to other packages I've ordered previously. But nothing really comprehensive, good enough. The parts look excellent, so we're gonna keep going. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect this to this. I finally finished installing the frame, so it's not easy because you have to add screws here and it starts wiggling around. And I also installed the T-brackets. This one has a limit switch on it. I don't even know what that's for. So I'm done, and I'm going to walk you through the wiring now. So I'm going to start with the Y-axis. It's all labeled so it's easy to find. So these are the two Ys, the Y-axis cables. You see them here? I'm holding them. So one of the Ys goes into the stepper motor that fits. The other one goes into the limit, into this little switch here. I think it's another limit switch. Yes, that fits too. So the Ys are done. Now we're going to move on to the X. One X goes to here, and the other X goes to the limit switch here. Okay, now I'm going to do Z. So I'm done the installation. I didn't read the instructions clearly, but I figured out what it is. Okay, so I realized that I had an extra cable, but I realized that the instructions on the computer are false. They're actually only the CR10 instructions, but this is the CR-10S. So it actually has a second X-axis motor for the back, so that this thing moves up and down. Well, I realized that I was like, why is this not hooking up to anything? But then I realized, oh, I forgot, yeah, the other motor has nothing to hook up to. So I hooked it up. I just hooked it up now, and I think I did it correct. Yeah, I did it correctly. And now I have to do this solid connector. They look like these. I hope you see those. So one of them goes at the bottom, and you can't connect them wrong because they are different. So you cannot. It's literally impossible to connect them wrong. Okay, I figured out the problem, and I realized it was my mistake. I didn't push them in hard enough, so I wasn't able to screw it on. Now I'm able to do it easily, and it's super simple. Okay, just so you know, this assembly was super simple. It took me, if I didn't make so many mistakes, since this is my first time assembling a 3D printer, it took me about half an hour. It would have taken me about less than half an hour if I had already assembled a 3D printer before. But since this is my first time, it takes a little bit longer. You kind of have to expect that. Now I'm gonna show you how to install the spool holder, because I forgot to do that, but I'll show you. So first you're gonna have to take these parts. There's instructions on how to do it here. So I need my parts. And what I have to do is first I need to attach this part onto there. Okay? So I'm gonna show you how I do that. So first I'm just gonna use the instructions. Okay, more parts in little bags. Okay, here are the parts that I needed. Okay, first I need to position the spool holder in its correct position. Then I need to put in these screws. Okay, I figured out the problem, and I realized it was my mistake. I didn't push them in hard enough, so I wasn't able to screw it on. Now I'm able to do it easily, and it's super simple. Okay, just so you know, this assembly was super simple. It took me, if I didn't make so many mistakes, since this is my first time assembling a 3D printer, it took me about half an hour. It would have taken me about less than half an hour if I had already assembled a 3D printer before. But since this is my first time, it takes a little bit longer. You kind of have to expect that. Now I'm gonna show you how to install the spool holder, because I forgot to do that, but I'll show you. So first you're gonna have to take these parts. There's instructions on how to do it here. So I need my parts. And what I have to do is first I need to attach this part onto there. Okay? So I'm gonna show you how I do that. So first I'm just gonna use the instructions. Okay, more parts in little bags. Okay, here are the parts that I needed. Okay. First I need to position the spool holder in its correct position. Then I need to put in these screws. I'll just start with one and the other. They're not actually completely tight right now, and I'm going to make them completely tight. Now that I already installed it, I just need to tighten them. It's not that easy, but it's working. Okay, I've tightened them up now. Hey guys, I'm back again. Yeah, sorry about that. The battery died yesterday, so I wasn't able to continue. But I'm going to show you this properly this time. So I already installed the spool holder with these two screws. I'm going to show you how to do this properly. So you have this part. You unscrew one of the caps. Oops. And now, see, you have one end does not have a cap on it. I put that end through here. And now I put the cap on the other end and screw it in tight. Hopefully I didn't cross thread it. Okay, tight. Now I have to make sure this end is tight. Good. Now we're done that. Now the next thing we have to do, and this is the very last step, is install the filament sensor. Oh yeah, and after this we have to do cable management. So first I'm going to show you how to install the filament sensor. So this is the filament sensor. You see that? Yeah, it's the filament runout detection. This is where the filament goes through on and comes out this side, or actually the opposite. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I connect it right next to this spring here. See my hand moving? I connect it here. It just slides on. It's really simple. And now remember we had that one last cable. It looked like this. And I wasn't sure what to do with it. It says filament detector on it. I don't know if you can read that. But I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to put it in the filament switch. The heated bed is 2 foils. I'm going to take that off. Just take the clips off. I'm not going to be using this tape, even though they recommend it. I'm going to be using hairspray instead. So here's the nice glass bed. I'm going to take one foil off. I really hope I don't drop this. Because this costed a lot of money. Looks nice. Oh, this looks really, really nice. It's great. Okay, I've matched it up. And now I will be doing the first 3D print in my entire life. The heated bed is 2 foils. I'm going to take that off. Just take the clips off. I'm not going to be using this tape, even though they recommend it. I'm going to be using hairspray instead. So here's the nice glass bed. I'm going to take one foil off. I really hope I don't drop this. Because this costed a lot of money. Looks nice. Oh, this looks really, really nice. It's great. Okay, I've matched it up. And now I will be doing the first 3D print in my entire life. I finally figured out what I need to do, and I fixed everything up. So, we're going to start with the test print. Now, first I'm just going to tell you something. This is a great version of the CR-10S. It's the upgraded 2018, not 2017, so you're getting the new version. It has everything included that's needed, so no upgrades required. You know, the old CR-10, the old CR-10S, you had to 3D print some upgrades. This one, no upgrades required, so that's great. It also has the auto leveling, which is also a new function, basically where it levels itself, levels the heated bed. It levels the heated bed. I'm really excited to print now. Why not we do that? Okay, first actually before we print, I'm gonna tell you what I did. So in the meantime, I fixed it up, like I said, got the filament inserted, and it actually started coming out. That's great, right? I got Cura ready for the first print. So basically Cura's my slicing software. I got the, I'm gonna print a 3D Benchy, you know, the famous Benchy boat. Everybody knows that, right? Most people do. So I'm gonna print it on the 3D printer now, and I'm really excited to see what comes out of this quality. So it says how I do it here. So I'm gonna save it to my little SD card here, and I'm gonna insert it in the 3D printer. You guys excited? Now I have this with the file on it now. So I'm gonna insert it into the 3D printer. Oh yeah, first I need to boot it up. I forgot that. Okay, turn it on. So now I can print it. Get 3D printing. Bed heating. Okay, I'm heating up the bed to 60 degrees Celsius. I'm so excited for this. Yes, sweet, it's gonna start. It's starting to print, guys. Yeah, it's gonna print now. Yes, it works! Oh, it's working great! Oh, sweet, it's printing. Forgot one thing. Just so you know, if you don't tighten the timing belt, you're gonna get this result. And that's not a great Benchy. I mean, I'm gonna compare the finished Benchy with you. But like this doesn't look like you want it, right? Like this isn't a Benchy boat. So make sure, like I said, tighten the timing belt, and you'll get excellent results from this machine. Hey guys, I'm back. It did actually successfully 3D print from the previous. Remember, it's successfully 3D printing the base, and it's currently 20% done. So I'm really excited to see this thing complete, and then. Yeah, you guys can buy a 3D printer. We're back. A lot of people wonder what kind of sound a 3D printer makes, so I just downloaded a sound reader app on my phone, and here it is. So you can see it hovers around 55 decibels, which is conversation, which is actually pretty decent. And right now, we are printing that Benchy that we were waiting for earlier. Remember how it kept messing up? Yeah, here are all the fails. The print's going pretty good. But yeah, here's the actual Benchy being printed. It's impressive. It's almost done. Okay, we'll be back, and I'll check it out, and I'll show you all the details of it later. Yeah, you might have noticed I put some other filament in here. I've been getting consistent results from this 3D printer that's really good. I mean, like this. I printed it like this, and it's just fine. Yeah. Okay, but about that Benchy boat, I have it right here. This turned out pretty much, literally perfectly. I mean, no errors. You can't see any. I'll show it up close. There's the front. the side, back, and here's the other side, and here's the bottom. I think it turned out really good. I'm happy with it. I don't know if you like it. I recommend this printer tremendously because this is a first print. Not bad. I mean, we've gotten better prints. This one here. Really nice print. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you really enjoyed this video. I really hope this would help you, motivate you to buy your CR-10. It's a great printer. In the future, I will be having a video on different upgrades I've done to my printer, and so paid upgrades, free upgrades, printable upgrades, and all that awesome stuff. So stay tuned for that, but till next time, bye.